Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. I guess it might be actually afternoon for some of you. We had gone out last night to a friend's house, and we're very responsible and spent the night, so just getting home. And I've already meditated on the cards and saged and cleansed our sacred space. Let's do that real quick. Raise the vibration of the collective. Let's see what Spirit has to give us as a message for the new year. It is 1122. Ones are about new beginnings. Twos are about partnership. So what new partnerships await us? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. All right, let's talk through the energy that we're starting out with. So the Nine of Pentacles is luxury. It's self-sufficiency. It's financial gain and it's solo pleasure. In the upright, we see she looks like she's just, plucking her pentacles. She's just, I don't know if she's plucking them or placing them. But either way, she is not worried about her pentacles at all. All of her resources are within reach. But she came in the reverse. So I think what we're looking at here is maybe jealousy, maybe some financial setbacks. Maybe some of you are workaholics. Maybe some of you are looking elsewhere instead of within, which is what creates jealousy and competition, right? So when we're not satisfied with what we have, we begin to look elsewhere. And when we see what people have elsewhere, that is when the jealousy begins. Because, what did they do that I didn't do? How are they more deserving than me? So Spirit's telling us, this is the energy we're coming into the year with. This is what 2021 may have been about for you. Maybe it was about you trying to work super, super hard to get to that next level, and you just, even if you got there, when you look, elsewhere to compare again, now you're looking at somebody else who has more. And it may not be more, right? Because maybe they have the car and the money and the whatnot, but are they happy? Do those things bring happiness? Because ultimately everything comes from within, and everything is within your reach. So the energy we're coming out of, or into the year with, is something that we really want to try to be mindful of and really try to get rid of. And I don't know why my cards aren't standing up. I spent a really long time trying to make these happen. There we go. All right. And then we've got the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers represents partnership, right? So we've got our 1122 kind of coming into the reading here. So what partnerships do you need to break? What arguments are you having? What discord do you have? What regrets do you have? The Lovers is a number 6 card, and the 6 represents love. So what are you not recognizing? Again, I think it's not that we don't have these things, right? It's that we're not recognizing them. They're there. We just got to flip our perspective. We've got to turn things around, and we've got to make sure that we are paying attention to what we do have instead of what we don't have, right? Let's look at the cup as half full, not half empty. Spirit, what does our immediate future look like? What does January look like? What do things look like for January? We've got Ace of Cups. I believe we had this yesterday. This is proper boundaries. This is protecting your heart. This is love. This is loving yourself. This is the start of something new. Maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's a new outlook. Again, she's smirking. I love that smirk, and now it jumps out at me every time. Her heart is radiating. Her cup is filling up and spilling over, and she's protecting it. She's not letting anybody in, right? She's just got her proper borders up, her proper boundaries, and so that's what January looks like for you. I mean, I love that. That's great. You're starting to see things the way that we once did. I know we talked last week about how everybody was kind of going through a little bit of a hard time, but we're coming back into the light here. So I love that. I love that in January. And then we've got the King of Swords. So swords is air energy. It's our intellect. It's our conscious. It's our the way we see the world. It's how we perceive things, right? And when we've got the King of Swords, we've got a very powerful, very strategic, very quick thinking leader. You are coming into your power. You are powerful. Maybe you're just realizing now that it's powerful. I just noticed the owl there. I'm not sure I've ever seen the owl before on this card, or if I have, I haven't really paid attention to it. And it's funny because I had this owl totem, and it was on the right side of my altar, and I really wanted it to be in the videos with us, and to bring us that knowledge. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read from the animal book about the owl. I feel like that's just important. So I use the Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer, and when we look up owl, we get it means to meditate in silence and in darkness for a few minutes each evening for the next few days and see what is revealed to you. Be alert to any deception on the part of others, whether they're aware of it or not, and look closely behind any guises that they may wear. This is a particularly right period to tap into the fountain of intuitive wisdom that is available to you. Quietly observe your environment, watching and listening for signs and omens that will give you answers to any questions you may have. Now is a particularly significant time for prophecy, and you will see, hear, and feel events before they actually happen. Your most creative cycle now is in the nighttime, so set time aside in the evening to work on any of your projects. So, I mean, again, it's kind of lending itself to that 11/22 and to the King of Swords, right? Be aware. Be aware of the deception that may surround you, right? Don't go after it, but be prepared to defend yourself from it, right? We've got 2 feathers over here, again with the 2s, and there's 2 feathers up here. I think those are feathers. So your angels are around you. Your intuition is high. Your partnerships are there. But just know and be aware of any deceit that may come about, and use your discernment wisely. I really love this, guys. We are really going to make this year something special. We're just going to kill it. Can I get one final card as some advice? And we've got the High Priestess. I love that. Again, with the number 2. I just, it's amazing to me. Our High Priestess is very connected to the divine. She is connected to her inner wisdom. Her chakra is wide open, and she is connected with the universe. She has her eyes closed because her third eye, as you can see right there, is open. She is starting to see with her third eye. There's an old saying that I really like. It goes something like, we look with our eyes, but we see with our third eye, right? And that's what our High Priestess does. She can be secretive. She can be mysterious because she trusts herself. She trusts her intuition. She's the kind of energy where I don't need the proof. She has ultimate faith in herself. When I was growing up and I was raised Catholic, we were always taught that if you need the proof, then you don't have faith, right? And our High Priestess has faith. And she has faith in herself, and she has faith in her deity, her God, her universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. But she's got that faith, and she knows that God runs through her, and that she doesn't need any proof. If she knows, she does or doesn't want to do something, or maybe she's got a gut feeling about, I should turn left and take a different way to work, she trusts that, and it always serves her highest good. That's what we need to do, guys. We need to really, really start to trust ourselves again. I can't tell you how many times I've been talking to friends and they say, I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyway, and damn, if I should have just trusted myself. Hindsight is always 20/20. But if you think about it, our higher selves have already seen our lives in a complete form, right? They've seen the whole story. They've watched the movies. They've seen every decision that we can make, and they've seen every outcome that comes as a result of that, those decisions. You know, it's called the Akashic Records. Some of you may or may not believe in those, but ultimately what that means is, to put it in other terms, is God knows everything, right? He knows every consequence of every decision that you ever are going to make, and he whispers. He whispers to us. He doesn't scream and yell at us because we have free will, and if we ask him for help, he'll speak a little bit louder, you know, and then you look for those signs, and you trust your intuition, and you trust your guidance, and you trust in your God. And it doesn't matter what proof people bring to you. It doesn't matter how much they try to convince you. You just trust in yourself. And when you do that, whatever happens will always, always, always be in your highest good. It may not be the easiest path, and it may not be without its bumps and bruises, but it will ultimately end up in your highest good. And if you trust that, then even the bad things that you go through are a little less bad, right? Because you're not alone. You're never alone. God is always with you, and God is always doing what's in your highest good. You know, have you ever, I don't know, I have kids, if you guys have kids, but, you know, there's times that you have to let them hurt in order to learn and to heal and to grow. And it is painful to watch. And I know that God sits up in heaven and he looks down, and he's just, his heart, it breaks for us when we have to learn our lessons. And then when we don't learn them, they have to speak a little louder, and they have to hurt a little more. So let's learn our lessons the first time, guys. Okay? So those are your messages for today. It's a great reading. I mean, we're getting rid of the closed off energy. We're coming out of the lack, and we're coming out of the lack of partnership. We're starting something new. We're going to use all of the knowledge and wisdom that we've gained, and we're going to trust ourselves. So that's the messages for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you so, so much, and I will see you tomorrow.